Is your other question?
Is it possible not to have any problems, traumas or issues at all?
Well, we all live on the planet Earth, and if we're talking about people, everybody has some issues. Somebody was abused in the childhood, anybody, but the problem is, it's not a problem. Every person is different. If you, again, check my videos about vector psychology, every one of us had different role in the tribe. Somebody have sensitive ears. He was night watcher of the tribe, so we're not going to be eaten by wild animals or enemies. And another person can see better. Day watcher, like wolves, they watcher, they have a leader of the tribe, the same thing, of the pack, and we have the same. So every person is different. Now, some people, those traumas and fears, they're gonna react different way from other vectors. So that's what we learn in vector psychology. Because person with sensitive ears, if he gets abused in the childhood, when parents scream on him or tell him bad things like you idiot, dumb, your mother tells him I shouldn't even have you, that's schizophrenia. Leads to schizophrenia only in audio vector. If it's urethral or if it's visual even, he's gonna have some issues, but not schizophrenia. It's autism, the same. It's only this personality. If he gets this kind of, if he gets abused in the childhood, not even physically, mentally, even worse for them, because they perceive everything through words, and it's very important for them the meanings of those words. Why? Because when we lived in the tribe, the meaning and words, the one who was responsible. For example, before we became humans, we lived like, let's say, apes or like sapiens. Now, that step between humans and sapiens, that person with sensitive ears, they broke this stage and they gave a step toward humans. For example, let's say a rainy day, where everybody's sleeping, only night watcher is not sleeping. His melatonin, a night hormone, produces during the day, so he's kind of sleepy during the day. He's a very introvert person because he doesn't like to talk loud, talk too much, speak too many jokes. It's oral vector usually, or other vectors, but not audio. Why? Because he has to watch us at night. Imagine he's gonna talk loud, telling jokes, we're gonna be eaten. So he's very kind of introvert, sits by himself, looking at the stars, and all the energy perceives directly through the ear. So you can say introvert. Visual vector, outside energy, extrovert. That's how we can differentiate. Now, what happened maybe it was rainy day, everybody asleep. So he thinks maybe to put some roof above us to protect us from the rain. That first idea, that click, that idea that makes us different from humans toward animals. First idea. That was audio vector. That's the person with audio vector. So meaning, ideas, Einstein, all these webmasters, usual audio, or Mozart audio, but other vectors, secondary, can change your character also. For example, Mozart, you know who's Mozart? He was audio with dermal skin, and Einstein audio anal. So they kind of different secondary vectors, so different characters, but they both audio. So that person, and we're gonna go back to your question, like how childhood impacts. If it's autistic child, you can harm this child a lot. Autism even can lead to schizophrenia, it can lead to a lot of bad things. Other vectors is gonna be different. They're not gonna understand